If you had that Butterfinger right now, you'd become addicted to more candy bars, and then eventually get a cavity and then have to pay to get that cavity fixed. Would you actually have it right now? Probably not. The same idea goes for when you have drugs, and then their effect on college students makes them pay money to retake classes. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the most common drugs used on college campuses, what their factors are for how students, what factors make students use drugs, and how drugs have a negative effect on students. Illicit drug use is an increasing problem worldwide, and we should become more aware of it. To understand how drugs have a negative effect on students, we should first know what drugs are more common in college. According to an article, dualdiagnosis.org, made in 2016, it lists that some of the most commonly used drugs on college campuses include marijuana and Adderall. Marijuana is a drug that gives the user a feeling of being high. This causes them to have a slower reaction time, loss of coordination, and a lack of motivation. Most of these side effects wear off over time, but the lack of motivation can continue. Adderall is a prescription drug that stimulates the central nervous system and helps improve mental focus and increases energy in the person. Students use this for improving their grades, staying up later, having a good time. It's very addictive and has many side effects, including headaches, shortness of breath, and restlessness. Adderall can be overdosed very easily, and according to drugabuse.com, reported in 2016, saying that the symptoms in an Adderall overdose include panic attacks, hallucinations, cardiac rhythm problems, loss of consciousness, and even a coma. These are only two of the many drugs that are used in college campuses today. For my second point, I'm going to explain some of the negative effects of these drugs that they have on students. Some of you might be thinking that these drugs aren't all that bad because marijuana isn't really addictive and Adderall is only dangerous if you overuse it, but that's not true. St. Lawrence University website, written by Ginny Schwartz in 2001, states that marijuana has the same impact on sleep that alcohol has on the body. It throws off the sleep schedule and impacts how a person feels for over 2 days, and it can suppress things like your attention span, your concentration, and even your memory, which are not very good to have when you're a college student. For Adderall, the long-term effects of frequently using Adderall include having difficulty speaking, paranoia, and seizures, all of which can affect your academic success. My last point is the factors that cause students to use drugs. The most common one is stress. Students get really stressed if they have a lot of homework that they have to do, even peer pressure is another one, and depression is also a factor. In conclusion, drugs on college campuses is a big problem and can harm the user and their ability to succeed in college. Before you're faced with trying something, think about the extra cost for class. For me, I wouldn't risk it. What about you?